some graffiti on this road. A lot of trash.
Yeah. Here, so if you want to get out. What is up, YouTube family? This is Matt from Random Video Circus here in the remnants of Centralia, and we are actually in a pretty shady spot. I don't know if you can see over there, that chair has bullet holes through it. And this road is not Graffiti Highway, although it looks like they're trying to start a new one. But the real Graffiti Highway, if I'm not mistaken and I have my geography correct, from here, the real Graffiti Highway is down here somewhere. But unfortunately, it's all covered up with dirt. But I thought it would be cool to show you guys some archive footage that I found from years and years ago when I visited Centralia. And you can still see the Graffiti Highway, and it's now just become history and nostalgia. And I thought, why not come here and show you guys what it looks like now, which is there's not much left, sadly. Like I said, they covered up the graffiti road and the church. There's no trespassing signs all over the place, and just everywhere you look, there's no trespassing signs. Luckily, this road, there wasn't any signs on this road, so I believe this road is legit. But yeah, this is crazy. They're trying to start another Graffiti Highway. That's funny. And unfortunately, it'll only be a matter of time before this road gets covered with dirt too.
Lots of crazy stuff up here.
And Caitlin and I were talking. She said, did you ever spray paint? I said, absolutely not. I said, I leave only my footprint. I said, that's why these places get destroyed, because I shouldn't say that. It makes them unique and cool. But I'm going to stop here where the road ends. Just kind of show you guys this creepy little area. But yeah, it's crazy to think that so much history is here, and unfortunately, it's kind of we're very limited to what we can check out, you know. But I don't know, I thought I'd make this quick little video for you guys. I hope you all are doing well. This is Matt, Caitlin, and Reagan with Random Video Circus.
We'll see you next time.
Awesome. So here we are, folks, on Graffiti Highway, which this is the section they actually had to close down because it was deemed unsafe for everyday travel. And I guess it became such a tourist attraction that everyone wanted to leave their mark. Graveyard's right over there. And it's just cool. It's like a perfect atmosphere. I think it'd be cool to see some steam coming up from the ground. I think that'd be awesome. So, more on the way. When I did research on the place, I found a lot of YouTube videos about this place. A lot of people have been here, and I'm glad I'm able to come here on a day like today and just enjoy the silence, like the Depeche Mode song, if you will. And like I said before in other videos, you gotta appreciate people's artwork, you know? You really do. You do. There is not one stretch of this road that is not graffitied. Like, it's funny, when I went to MapQuest the place and Google Earth it, it's actually called Graffiti Highway on Google Earth. So I just think that's kind of neat how they named it Graffiti Highway even on Google Earth. Coming up here is where you're starting to see how the fire really affected the road. Right in there. You can see how much damage it did just naturally on its own, just from burning underground. I mean, the ground's actually kind of caving in on itself. I'm guessing because of the popularity of Silent Hill, that's kind of where the touristy part came in, and that's where everyone kind of wanted to leave their mark. I mean, if you look up there in the woods, it's all like charred. It's all like black. Almost as if a fire were going on right now. But how cool is that? Like, I can smell fresh spray paint. It's almost as if people were here recently. I mean, you can see spray paint cans everywhere. A lot of people ride their dirt bikes and motorcycles up and down here too. So, like I said, I picked a good day. One thing I should mention too is that with this archive footage, it's very Silent Hill looking. Like, it just has that atmosphere, and that's pretty much, Centralia is the inspiration for Silent Hill, and that's where they got the look of it from. It's just because it always looks smoky all the time. But I don't know, I thought I'd just add that in there. I wonder if cars actually would go over that. So yeah, hump. You can see the guardrail, or what's left of it, to keep cars from veering off into the woods there. What's cool about exploring like this is, like, this is history. Like, you know, the world's only getting older. Places like this are only getting older. I mean, who knows what the fire might do to this place in another 10 years. I mean, it's already warped the ground here pretty good. So, yeah, who knows? Another 10 years, this might not be here, so. You know, the Wu-Tang Clan, they ain't nothing to mess with. And cash rules everything around me. Those who know Wu-Tang will understand the references. There are a lot of good artists around here. I will give them that. Like, you like I said, you got to appreciate people's artwork to be able to do this with a spray can. Now, there are trails that run through here, and I don't know if they're still in use, or I don't know. I have to keep checking my camera because a little ways back I would push record and it would shut off. It was weird. A couple times I was trying to record and I'd look back and I'd be like, whoa, wait a minute, it stopped on its own. So that's why I keep looking back at the camera. But yeah, this stretch of road really isn't that long. I mean, there's the end of it right there. And what they did was, from what I gathered from Google Earth, this used to be the original road, and what they did was they just started and kind of looped around. So it's not as impressive as I thought it would be. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really cool, but it's kind of like, you ever see stuff on TV or read and hear about stuff, and when you get there, it's kind of like, oh no, that's where it lives. That's where Georgie lost his boat. It's down there. Huh. Yep. It's been following me. We're actually coming to the end of the tour, and it's funny because when I drove past here, on the other side of that hump, there's a toilet, which is kind of funny, and there's just tires and stuff, and just kind of just random junk everywhere. And there's just trails back there. Centralia. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if you're still allowed to use the trails or not. I know people do. I've seen it on YouTube and such. But I don't want to get too close to the highway. So, moving back. Once again, we're coming up to probably the coolest part of the highway, which is where it's all like wobbly and stuff. If you ever get the chance to come here, I strongly recommend it. Just be careful, you know, don't disturb anything, don't spray paint, and enjoy. I bet the dirt bike riders have fun jumping over that thing. What is up, YouTube family? This is Matt from Random Video Circus, and we are here in Centralia, Pennsylvania, and we are actually in front of the world famous church that is still standing. If you don't know, there's actually a fire literally burning underneath us as we speak, and sadly there is a lot of no trespassing signs everywhere. So getting a lot of footage, I mean, this is the best that we can do, and we have to respect the laws. But yeah, if you guys come over here, we're actually on top of the mountain. Graffiti Highway is somewhere down there. Remnants of the graffiti that once overtook Centralia. yeah, this road is legit. Stop. Hammer time. Yeah, okay. So that road we were allowed to be on because there was no trespassing signs, but anywhere else, you know, you really can't go. Even the cemetery had a no trespassing sign in there, although the gate was open. So I'm sure that's probably just to like scare people and deter them. You know what I mean? Like I get that. But it makes it confusing because you're not sure. I mean, the gates are open, it's a public cemetery, but then it says no anyway.
Keep the riffraff out.
Yeah, I believe that's what's going on. They're just trying to keep the riffraff out. So right there, ladies and gentlemen, was the start to Graffiti Highway. But as you can see, they dumped a lot of dirt and have a lot of dirt mounds there to keep people away. And like I said, they completely covered the Graffiti Highway with dirt. So you can't even see the graffiti anymore. And that little road that we were on was kind of the closest thing that you'll get to that in Centralia. Again, I'm glad that that road was open, but it'll only be a matter of time until they shut that down too, sadly. But there's a little... Anyway, folks, thank you all for joining us. This is Matt.
Caitlin.
And Reagan. She's sleeping. With Random Video Circus, and we'll see you next time.